Doing, guys, and now I need to go eat. I woke up and dove immediately into this because it needs to get done. Alright, so let's get started, my friends. Hi guys, welcome to another StarCraft Squadcast. Today we're going to be casting another replay from the Area Kitty replay pack for the Heart of the Swarm beta. These replays were released yesterday, so they are completely up to date with the current patch. And spawning in the top left hand corner of the map as the Red Terran, formerly of TSL, we have Polt. Now, if he's signed with a team and hasn't been released, if he's talking to teams, no one really knows. Hopefully he gets picked up soon because he is a phenomenal player. And his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, who Polt doesn't know, and Kitty is very upset. Someone I've met personally at MLG Dallas, or MLG Anaheim, excuse me, of last year. Team Area, it is Kitty. Now, I know people in chat are like, why all this Area Kitty? You know, he's the only replay pack I found on Team Liquid. And, you know, he's not too bad of a player. He is GM level on the North American server. We'll have to see if he can take a game off of Mr. Polt. We'll have to see where this is going. Chrono Boost going down. Just getting these probes out as fast as possible. And a barracks going down for Polt. Should be seeing a problem with the gas. A lot of Terran players are opening with gas. Early Reapers are really powerful in the current meta. We're seeing Area Kitty get that gateway down standard timing. No Nexus first from him, and then gas going down standard timing as well. Barracks got the finish. 14 supply should be the timing of this gas from Polt if he decides to take it. And it does not look like he will be going for that early gas. He will be going for the command center off of Barracks. No gas. I've actually been talking to Frodan a lot lately about Heart of the Swarms. I've been seeing some of his builds. His main race is Terran, and he's got a really nice 2 racks timing off of one base worth Reapers. You get 2 racks, you get your gas on 14, you expand behind it, your gas with the Reapers, then transition to normal play. The new Reaper is really fun, the heal is really powerful, and Reaper play is really strong versus Protoss in my opinion. We'll have to see how the pro scene likes to develop that Reaper play early on, though. You know, the HotS beta is still so new, the meta changes every single day, especially the patches all the time. SC moving around across the map, trying to get a good scout of what's going on. A Marine gonna head down as well. See if they can find a hidden probe. Get ready to intercept the probe to try and deny a scout of this command center going down on the low ground. Polt has no fear. Throwing it down straight on the low ground. Only one gas right now for Kitty. Hasn't taken that second gas just yet. SCV gets a full scout of the main base. Sees the one gas. Sees the gateway. Sees the chrono boosting of that stalker. As well as the Cybernetics core getting warp gate as well. Should push Polt into getting a faster bunker. Always have to be really wary of that early Zealot stalker pressure. Look how fast it's coming across the map, too. Really quick engineering bay. Really quick engineering bay coming down. Oh, wait, no, that's a, that's a block. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. That was a bad call on my end. Block going down at this natural base. It's like, wow, what's he doing? Getting an upgrade this early? Don't even have gas, Polt. Nope, he's just going to block this Nexus for as long as possible. It allows him to scout, see what's going on. If the Stalker and Zealot aren't beating on this, can point to multi-gate play. You really want just a beautiful scout. And there we go, Kitty saying, you know what, you're going to block that. I'm going to take my Nexus at my third base, just play really greedy. Now 3 Marines chasing down this one Zealot, going to send it back home. And at the same time, still no gas in the main base for Polt. He is just macroing up, getting as many SCVs, as many barracks as possible. Engineering bay getting fairly low here. Nexus almost halfway done here for Area Kitty. And there we go, double gas being taken in the main base, following the second and third barracks going down. And, you know, we do see a lot more Terran players. I like watching Thorzane stream. He does it quite frequently. He'll play around with mech a little bit. He'll go for the faster factory. You know, the siege tanks don't require siege tech anymore. They automatically start with siege mode, so you can open a faster mech or do faster 1-1-1 pushes with, you know, a bunch of siege tanks. You don't have to wait for that extra, you know, 90 seconds or whatever. Maybe it was it 90 seconds? It was a long upgrade. It's a long upgrade. Maybe it was 110 seconds. I don't remember for sure. But you did have to wait around for that extra time for the siege tech to be ready. But, you know, for timing pushes, a lot of people are like, oh no, this is going to make Terran, you know, really powerful with their timing pushes. They're going to be able to get siege tanks out and move across the map much faster. What it really allows you to do is, it allows you to open mech more safely. You're able to go, okay, I'm going to open mech and I don't have to be wary of that time period where I won't have siege mode. You know, back when Goody used to do mech a lot, he would open with an original 3 racks. The Muslim used to do this a lot too. You'd open with the 3 racks. You'd even invest in stim. You would harass with drops, but you wouldn't get +1 attack, +1 armor, and then you would transition into mech, because just transitioning, opening straight into mech is so vulnerable early on. But now with the new siege tank timing, you're allowed to build that siege tank count higher and quicker, and not really be, you know, vulnerable to the early timing attacks where it's like, oh well, he pushed before my siege mode was done, now I'm dead. Now Area Kitty does have all 3 of his nexuses finished, going for that Dark Shrine as well. Likes his DT play, as from what we've seen from the few replays we've cast today. We do have a scan going down on that natural base, sees the Nexus. Let's check Pult's vision. Does he see the 3rd base? No, he has no clue. So he's got to be scratching his head right now. This is a really late Nexus. The probe count's fairly low here. Could be better. What's going on? Yeah, he does have turrets going down in position. Always have to be wary of DTs, especially right now in the HotS beta with the new Dark Shrine. So he's getting that turret down, and with what he's scouted, he has to think something weird's going on. Something's off with this play here. Now there's a pylon in position. DTs will be warping in soon. And there we go, seeing the double forge being researched or being built right now by Area Kitty as well. Only 2 DTs being warped in right now. You don't want to warp in 4, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh well, he has turrets. Now 1 DT is going to immediately get devoured. And this DT play has been completely stopped by Pult for now. So Pult's like, oh yeah, you win DTs. That was a good call on my part. Might want to throw one in the main base, though. You always have to be careful of that warp prism play until he gets a scan of that main base. The thing I love about the HotS beta is the new observer features, where you can hear a scan anywhere. So it's no more like, did he scan that main base? We know where he scanned. He scanned once the natural, and that's it. That's all we've heard this game. Now, charge being researched before Blink here. You know, it's really based off your own personal play style as a Protoss player. Where do you go for charge or blink? Personally, I feel charge is better in most situations. Unless you have MC type control, really you're not going to be able to utilize stalkers throughout the early mid game like you would be able to utilize charge, especially for defensive purposes. So charge overall is better. +1/+1 being researched, not really being chrono boosted too much here, and a lot of gates going down. If we go to that structures tab, you can see that there are 6 gateways on the field. I don't know if that shows, that doesn't show the ones currently building, so we're going to go back to that in a minute. Now a bunch of units moving across the map. They do have 2 medevacs with them, and the factory moving out as well. You can use that to close off chokes, mainly used as a scout right now. MKP was really the first one to start doing this, and it's taken off since then. It's really smart play, really smart play. Now, Mothership Core finally being built here by Area Kitty. Can use that time warp to help out. And oh, does he see the 3rd base? He has no idea right now. If he doesn't get a scout of that 3rd base, this is going to be a world of hurt for him. He sends up 1 Marine to get a scout of what's going on. Sees the Archon, sees the Zealots. They do have charge. Really cannot engage into that. There are 3 sentries here, 2 of them full energy. Plenty of force fields to cut this army in half. And this 3rd base is really going to be a thorn in Pult's side. His 3rd base is only halfway done for him. This 3rd base has been mining for so long that it's more than paid off for itself. Now, we do have a double drop heading toward that main base. Area Kitty does not have any units in the main base to defend it. Now, there goes a scan. Maybe see an observer. These units are forced to back off. And there goes that double drop into that main base. Trying to target that pylon as fast as possible. Cancel some of the warp in. There are 3 Zealots about to finish, but they get immediately devoured. More being warped in. Area Kitty has to back off. I mean, he's only warping in DTs right now. He's going to try and force a few scans, and there's no scans available. At the same time, Pult poking at the front. And Pult's kind of got to be scratching his head. This is so many units for 2 bases. Let's just double check. Maybe he scouted with it. No, he still has no idea. Oh, this is so sad for Pult right now. This base has been mining for so long now. Area Kitty is currently supply block. Did lose a couple pylons in that main base. Take a look at that structures tab now. See how many gateways he's up to. 12 total. 10 warp gates and then the 2 gateways. So really has just powerful economy. Pult still hasn't taken his 3rd base. Just now transferring down those SCVs. Take a look at the upgrades. 1-0 is finished for Pult. Has it +1 armor and combat shields on the way. 3 additional racks for him on the way. Kitty has his 1-1 and 2-2 halfway done. Kitty is taking full control of this mid game here. And here comes that Mothership Core. Going to be able to use time warp to help out these units. There is no storm here. A lot of charge arts coming forward. Time warp does go down on the army. No force fields to cut them in half for now. And the SCVs seen being transferred. Nice splash on the Archon on those medevacs. Falling back to the bunkers. Will there be enough for Pult to defend? These supply is dropping. Medevacs are healing up what they can. No SCVs here to repair the bunker, and they're forced to fall back. 132 to supply to 100 of TSL Pult, and this is not looking good. Oh, that militia core gets so low. A drop going on in the main base, helping take out those DTs. That's what those scans were for the drop, but, you know, smart play from Kitty. The drops are going to be completely cleaned up at the same time, pushing up into that main base. Pult, SCVs being pulled, attacking, and this is just, you know, Pult's got to be scratching his head. What's going on? You know, how does he have this much? How you know, he did a DT opener that completely failed, and he's still way miles ahead of me. Hopefully he goes checks this replay, because this is GG. Pult drops a GG. And before we leave the replay, I want to check one last time. Did he see? No, he had no clue. He has to have a hinkling, you know. Pult is one of the smartest players in the entire SE universe. He is so smart. He has to be scratching his head like, yeah, there's got to be a base someplace that I just missed. He's going to go check that replay, make sure for sure. But beautiful play from Area Kitty, you know. Completely, the sneak base really helped him out. Nice DT timing. He didn't make anything happen with that original aggression, but, you know, he handled the drop play, and he had plenty of units to defend. You know, it was just the booming economy is what won Area Kitty that game. You know, great play from him. So thank you guys for watching. This is another StarCraft Squad cast. I'm Zoia, Cast for Light Esports, and I'll see you guys later.